guys could see, we're gonna talk about stand-up meeting or daily scrum,
Daily Scrum.
as you can see on the information over the web. So we are trying today using like a clock, so we won't extend too much because it is our challenge to
Yeah.
keep short our episodes.
Or go.
Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna cover a little bit how things are doing over the stand-ups. I think that during the other episodes we were covering some tips, regarding the stand-ups, some of the
Yeah.
questions, the way
Yeah.
people are doing over the
We connect everything.
and over the Scrum Guide revision. We one of the things that have changed, it was the Scrum Daily Scrum.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just try to do it short.
Yep, the 3 questions are no longer mandatory, which is good.
But I
And
think that
what are the 3 questions for the guys?
what I
So-
did yesterday since the last
Stand up.
stand up, what we are planning to do today, and
Yep.
what are the blockers. I think
Yes.
that these questions are powerful.
They
Just
are helpful. For sure.
yeah, when even like not even, but when people or the teams are just starting, iteration 0, iteration 1 and 2, and then things are start moving more fluently.
Yeah.
Then these questions might not be necessary, as you said, as a recipe. But I think that these questions should be applied as a recipe for the beginning.
Yeah,
You know?
totally. Yeah, I think that's the purpose of the change, is for people to understand the difference between following a recipe and evolving from it.
Mm-hmm.
When you are already in a certain time into using practice, then you can evolve, you can make it better. You know the purpose. Like, let's talk about the things that we've noticed so far. We can come back and make a second episode on stand-ups. But some of the good things that we noticed is when you're sharing whatever you have been working on and whatever you will be working on, consider the audience, consider the listeners. What you're sharing is relevant to them. If it's not, then you should think twice. That's me.
Yeah, I think that not only with that, but I think that I think that it is to remember people about how important is the stand up. It is where the most, not the most, but one of the crucial ceremony where you're gonna start doing such the culture. We're gonna build up relationship because it will be the
Yeah.
moment that you're gonna listen, and the moment you're gonna speak. So you need to watch out the way you speak. You need to watch out the way you listen, because sometimes you're not deeply listening to somebody. It will be the moment, and you guys don't need to be afraid or worried, because the scrum guy mentioned about the time box. We should maybe we're gonna maybe speed uh, grow a little bit more, not necessary to go into the 15 minutes, because on the iteration 0, maybe you won't be able to attend the 15 minutes because it is the first time you guys are doing. So just to remember that you should focus, but more than that, it will be the most crucial moment you're gonna practice culture things over the team.
Yeah.
Over the team,
Yeah.
right?
And like sense the temperature of the room, if people are feeling comfortable or not.
The safe container.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is definitely a great opportunity to build into the values of Agile and the manifesto principles. And like you said, I totally agree. Like, don't give up on these practices. They exist for a reason. Like when Steve once told me what's the greatest benefit of a daily scrum or daily stand up is to assess if you're going in the right direction. Is the
Right on.
is the beauty of course correction is is included as part of this practice, and not do it means you're gonna get you might get where you have to be and where you need to be, not necessarily where you want to be, but where you need to be in terms of improving your process or delivering your product, but not as fast and not as with the same level of quality. And that's all relevant. It's
It-
all relevant.
it is, and give you like a chance to understand if the things you have prioritized, it will be achievable.
Yeah.
You know, because maybe you will start learning from others when they are doing the poker, the planning poker, if it is relevant to what needs to be built or delivered, if it will be achievable. Is that the word? Okay, thanks. Right. So it is the moment that you guys will start learning from others. If you know from the next iteration, based on the learnings over the daily stand-ups, if they will be able to achieve on the next iteration. So I think that as you will be able to watch out on the one of the interviews we got with Steve, it will be why it is important to not skipping the ceremonies and the daily stand-ups, as Bruno said, is crucial to guide you into the direction of what you have decided to be delivered at that
your goal.
Your goal.
Because otherwise we have a structure. The reason why we decided to come and bring the Scrum structure is to show that there is a reason for that structure. And Scrum is designed based on Agile. And that structure, there's a reason. When you do planning, you set a goal, you set a direction. And you're also setting a pace, a velocity. If you don't do daily stand-ups, you're not going to make it. Your chances are most like you're not going to get to the speed, the velocity you need to get in delivering and assessing if you're not in the right direction, which is the course correction part. So yeah, we're striving to put that out there, but daily stand-ups are fun. They should be easy. Use the Elmo. So Elmo is simple. Elmo, as you know, is a character for Sesame Street or Villa Sésamo for people in Brazil. Elmo means enough, let's move on, is an acronym. So when people are talking about things that are not relevant, any one of the team can present Elmo as a tool to say, hey guys, let's take a moment and put that on the parking lot and talk it later. So use that tool. If you're in a co-located situation, you can also use another tool which we have named Fighter Ball. So I learned to use a ball, any object, to pass it over. So when someone in your team, you're standing up and all over
awesome.
the table, right? When I'm ready to talk, I'll ask for the ball. That helps us to learn how to wait for our time, to prepare for our time, and to feel heard. It's a wonderful tool. So it's 2 balls. This is a ball. Like Elmo as a ball is rare. This was a finding. But the idea is that these are tools that you can make stand-up more fun and more effective. But the best thing of all is Nelson's message. Just do it. Just start and try out. Don't give up. There's a reason behind the structure.
And I think just to finish, just remind you guys to, the stand-up is to keep you focused on the goal. And if you have separate conversations, we'll use the parking lot, as Bruno said. If there is something put into the risk wall, so just try to keep focused so you have like 15 minutes so the team can talk to, understand if they are able to achieve and remove blockers, which is the most important piece of the stand-up, to understand the blockers that might be an impediment to achieve what you are trying to do on the sprint.
Awesome.
So guys, this is the daily stand-up.
Yeah, we are striving to do a little bit shorter movies and videos, based on feedbacks as well, and to make it,
time's over.
To make it more fun, right? We know that there's a challenge of watching 30 minutes videos, but next week we already have an amazing video for you guys with Steve, our coach. He's going to talk to us about retrospectives. We hope you guys enjoy daily stand-ups, daily scrums. We will be talking about this later a few more times with special guests, right?
Thank you guys
thanks for the visit.
Click on like. If you don't like, comments. Watch out, we have the Instagram. We're going to put the link in here too. So stay tuned. See you next time.
Yeah, let us know what you think about Nelson's mustache.
Later, guys.
Left hand. Okay. He has a broken finger.
Yeah, but it's getting better. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.